So my name is Lisa Bodie. Today I'll be talking about creating an AI policy. Well, it's becoming more important to create policies, AI policies in the workplace because you want to establish your rules and regulations to help mitigate legal liability, data security, standardizing the use of AI within the company workplace. And so it's just really important to, document and have rules and regulations around utilizing AI. So when it comes to risks for using AI in the workplace, your employees, right, are the users, and you have many people handling company data, proprietary information. And if that information is utilized within AI, some of the public AI model tools will train using that data or information that's input in the system. And then when the next person asks a question that's not, within your company, it may output that same information to them. So that's why you want to be careful with the information that you put into an AI. Generally, you want your AI policy to cover what data or what data cannot be used within an AI tool. You want your AI policy to include which AI tools can actually be used. In most cases, you want to use a paid version of an AI subscription rather than a free public AI. And then you also want to include how to ensure accuracy, right, for the data that you're getting out of it, or how you're using the information that you do retrieve when using AI. So most AI tools take the data that you're putting into the tool to train itself for future questions. The difference between a paid version and a public free version is that generally you have an understanding with your paid subscription that they're not going to use the data that's put into the AI tool as a training for the AI model, right? So that's really the most important thing. Because like I said before, when they're using your data, it's building content, and it will use that data later for answering questions. And so if it's not using your data to train the model, it won't just regurgitate that to the next user.
Who would you say should be involved in the creation of a business's AI policy?
I believe that it should be your IT or your data security department alongside your HR department, right? Because you want to make sure that the language is written properly. You're not infringing upon people's benefits or rights, but you also want to be clear and concise with the security concerns and why you're building the policy. And so by those two working together, you get a complete policy. Some do's and some don'ts would be that you include, your statement of purpose, why you're building, the AI policy, a list of approved applications, because, everyone, you want your employees to use AI because one, it helps with productivity, right? It does the work for you so they could be better utilized doing other things. So if you want them to use AI, you want to make sure that you give them a list of approved tools that they can use. And in most cases, as a company, you want to purchase an AI tool for them to use so that you mitigate some of those risks that you would have with the public. And so you want to provide them with a list of what approved tools that they can use. And then you also want to require them to have human oversight over the data that they get out of it. So you just want to ensure that you're providing all of their options so that it could be used effectively. It's important to communicate why you embrace AI, right? Because like I said, it helps with productivity, right? It allows them to streamline some of the work that they're doing, get it completed faster, quicker, and even better sometimes, right? So you want to ensure that they know that you embrace the tools. And then as an employer, you want to provide them with the tools to use, right? You can't just say you can't use AI teach them how to use it appropriately so that you mitigate those risks and legal liabilities. What we do here is you want to review it rather than just put it in a document for them to read. There are so many different tools out there now, right? I would just recommend you doing your research, right? Because there's different case uses for each type of AI tool out there, and maybe one tool suits what you need done better than the other one. So it's just really good to investigate each tool so that you're making an informed decision on which one you want to use.